Today we're going to continue where we left off yesterday, and if you got to the end of yesterday's tutorial, you should now have two web pages. You've got a home web page and a naughty web page. So I'm just going to show you how to reopen that stuff so we can continue working on them today. So what you're going to do is you're going to go to File, Open, and we're just going to open up our home pages here and click Open. So that'll reopen your project from yesterday, and as you can see, here are two web pages. Nothing has changed. So the next step is I want you to go and take that picture of Naughty Santa that you found yesterday, and you're going to insert it beneath your text. And so you're going to go to Insert, Image, and you're going to go to Naughty Santa, and you're going to say Open. And there you should have your image in there. If you click on it, you should be able to resize it to whatever size that you want. Just grab the anchor points and resize it accordingly. Once you have your image over here resized and you've got your bulleted points, you can now go ahead and create your next page. Now this page here, we're going to go to Dreamweaver, File, New. We're going to call this document Nice, and we're going to click Create, and here is another blank web page. I'm going to go to File, Save, and I'm going to save this as Nice and save. Okay, so if I come over to my Files tab, you can now see here's my home web page, my naughty web page, and my nice web page. And I can, at the top of this, type in the word nice, and I'm going to type the following names on this page here. Okay, so we're going to type in the names Karen, Bonbon, Nancy, Chocolate, Sue, Fruitcake, Sonia, Cider, and then beneath that we're going to type in check back for more updates. Okay, so now we're going to create a numbered list just like we did with our last one, our last web page. Okay, we can change the color of our text. I'm going to keep it consistent and go with a red. And I'm going to do a green background. I'm going to click OK and OK. So here is my text, and now I'm going to go back in again, and I'm going to go and insert my nice Santa image. So I'm going to go to Image, Nice Santa, click Open. I can resize it here. Okay, and then that is how we create the nice page. And we're going to click File, Save. Okay, so now our web page is updated, and we're going to go and create another new page. So we're going to go to File, New, and this one we're going to call My Letter. We're going to click Create, and this time we are going to be typing my letter to Santa up at the top. And this page here, we're going to end up creating a form. So I'm just going to quickly go update my text color here. And then we're going to insert a form. Okay, so a form allows for data input. Okay, so we're going to go up to Insert, and over here we see Form, and we're going to click Form. Okay, so we've gone ahead, we've inserted our form. You can see here we now have a new little text box like thing here. This is where we're going to input all of our information into our form. What I need you to do is I need you to update the following information. We're going to change our ID for our form. We're going to call it My Form. And as we start inputting different things into our form, we want to make sure that we're categorizing it as the same thing for each form. So we want to call it My Form, and then over here we want the action for this form. We're going to type in mail to, just as you see it, and we're going to type in a fake email address. So we'll say your at namegoeshere.com, and now we can start inputting different things into this field up here. So we're going to go back up into Insert, and we're going to scroll down to Form. We're going to type in text. Okay, so I want you to change. Here's your text fields. I want you to update this information. You're going to call this name. Then you'll put your cursor at the end of that text field and hit enter. And then you're going to type in age. Or actually, no, sorry. You're going to go up to Insert, Form. We're going to create another text field, and we're going to say age for this one. And then we're going to hit return again. We're going to type in submit your list below. And then we're going to come back up into Insert. We're going to click on Form, and we're going to put in a text area. Oh, so let's, you know what, let's retype that text. Submit your list below. We can get rid of that. Let's remove some of those spaces. Or you know what, let's type in submit your list here. Let's call it here. Okay, and then we'll come down here, and then we're going to create some buttons. We're going to type in, would you like to receive our monthly newsletter? And then you're going to come back up into Insert, and you're going to insert some radio buttons. Okay, and this one here, we're going to highlight that, and we can type in yes. And then we'll put in another one that's going to say no. Okay, hit enter. And then we're going to create some buttons. Okay, so we're going to go back up into Insert, Form, and then here's a Submit button. Okay, and then we can come back up here, and we're going to insert a Reset button so we can reset our form. Okay, so there's Reset. So I'm just going to make sure here we've got a reset. Just checking my properties panel to make sure everything looks good. Okay, so this is what I mean by form. So there's my form. So we want to make sure that everything is synchronized to our my form. ID. Whoops. So as you can see, I'm just going through and I'm just making sure that everything is connected to the My form that I created in the beginning. Okay, so everything looks good there. So I want you to go ahead and I want you to save at this point. So you're going to go up to File, Save, and we're going to call this My Letter, and click Save. Okay, and then if we go over to your Files panel, everything should all be in your your Files panel.